Before we get started in today's episode, I have forgot to come back here time after time after time after time after time. We're back here in Pewter City. We want to go ahead and cut down this bush back here. I haven't even really went back here to even show that there was a cut bush probably. But I think I mentioned I'd come back here later. You want to come back here. You can do this after getting cut. Talking to this guy this guy beside this mysterious rock looking thing. I think that this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA. It would be great if Pokemon could be resurrected from it, but my colleagues just ignore me. So I have a favor to ask. Take this to a Pokemon lab and get it examined. We get the old amber. And thankfully on our journey, we already know our place to go. Sandbar Island. Gotta come on in here. And we already know where to go. Obviously, you can pick this up after getting cut, but you can't resurrect it until you get surfed. Come over here. Hiya, I am an important doctor. Yep, the same doctor that gave us the almanac when given the old amber. It is fossil of Aerodactyl, a Pokemon that is already extinct. He will basically resurrect this Pokemon for you. I will take a little time. You go for a walk in a little while. That's exactly what we're going to do. And that's about it. Yeah, we could have done this the whole time with the almanac. I take a little time. Oh, you actually have to wait a little bit longer? Hold on. You have to leave the whole building, apparently. Ooh. Where were you? Your father was back to life. It was Aerodactyl, like I think. And we get Aerodactyl. And it will be sent to the Pokemon box. Aerodactyl is rock and flying type, so it's one of the rock types that's actually weak to electric. You get it at level 30 though. It has great speed and pretty good attack. I do believe though, if I recall, it doesn't learn a rock move in this game, even though there's a rock slide TM. I don't think Aerodactyl got access to rock slide until Generation 3. If I remember this correctly. And it does start off with the 35 power wing attack and agility, which with the badge boost can prove to be a pretty good menace of a Pokemon, not gonna lie. Outspeeding things and getting a boost to all of its stats. Thanks to the badge boost glitch, then yeah, not too bad. Alright, so that's Aerodactyl. On with the regular episode. What's up everybody, it's the Fire Specialist here, and welcome to more Pokemon Yellow. Last time, we had our final gym battle against the Team Rocket leader and Viridian City gym leader, Giovanni, along with had a very surprisingly penultimate, is that the word that Sam always uses, TGS anime? The penultimate turn of the duel. Yeah, the penultimate rival battle. And one with just two Pokemon. A pretty surprisingly easy match, but we shouldn't let down our guard though. We got our toughest challenge ahead of us. Today, we're finally in the route for Victory Road. This guy right here, he is one of 8 badge gate guards, I guess you want to call them. They will only let you pass if you have the badge. That's why it was kind of pointless to come down here before getting all 8. Oh, that is the Boulder badge. Go right ahead. You can pass her only if you have the Cascade badge. That is the Cascade badge. The classic old Elite Four music. That is a dead end. What am I doing? We'll go right on up here though. Yeah, this is the final stretch of the game. I'm pretty positive, except for what's beyond this area, I've actually beaten everybody on the mainland of Kanto. It's kind of crazy. So now is when you really need to kind of look at your money and see exactly what you're going to need for the end game. We do have some more balls, and we got super repels for what we have coming up here. We have some items too. Make sure you have some revive, some hyper potions, stuff like that. I only have 5 full heals. Hopefully that won't be a problem. You will need surf though coming through here. I think Tauros gets surf too. I'm not entirely sure. You can pass it only if you have the soul badge. That is the soul badge. Alright, and a max ether. They're all still hidden items. And yes, they're all wild Pokemon over here as well. If for some reason you're this far into the game, you need another Pokemon, I guess this would be a spot for it. You can pass it only if you have the Marsh badge. That is the Marsh badge. I love how he asks you that when you're going toward a wall. I think there's another hidden item over here. Not right there. An Ultra Ball. We might need that. Yeah, this is the last patches of grass. And there's this guy over here. You can pass it only if you have the Volcano badge. That is the Volcano badge. And there's a grass patch over here. Nothing really special about that. Alright, any more items? I kind of feel like there is. There is a full restore. Normally worth $3,000. Or 3,000 Poké Dollars. I still just call it regular old dollars. Anything here for fun? In Fire and Leaf Green, here you can get like a Lumberry, I think. Or maybe even a Leatherberry. You can pass here only if you have the Earth badge. Oh, that is the Earth badge. Okay, then please go right ahead. Right here is the Victory Road Gate on the other side of the Pokemon League. This is the last challenge for trainers. So, welcome to Victory Road. This will be your last good place of doing training, especially for water types and grass types. In here, you're going to need strength. Yeah, it makes its return as well. We're going to push this boulder around. Maybe I'll show you guys a Pokemon or two. Be very careful not to accidentally exit. We'll reset the boulder. The boulder! Oh, we made that joke, I know. Push it on over here. You'll see a switch. You want to push boulders under those switches to unlock. Oh, there's a Pokemon. What do we have in here? Wild Onyx. That brings back memories to my Fire Red Let's Play. Or my Fire Red Nuzlocke, actually. Sorry. Yeah, we'll take you on real quick. The Mega Drain. Perfect. As you do see, I guess I'll go ahead and show real quick. I did do some off-screen grinding. Got the whole team up to a minimum of 45, with Charizard at 46 of course, and Pikachu our starter, of course it has to be the ace, level 47, even though it has the lowest HP. Victory Bell and Tauros have the same HP actually, 137, look at that. And nothing there, there's an item there. But that little weird blockade looking thing, yeah. We gotta continue to push this boulder here. And, okay, we get the picture. There's, yeah, we're at Victory Road and there's still Zubats. I think that Zubat is how cute to throw on a max repel. Or repel in general. Alright. As we throw on the repel, we're gonna get this boulder out of the way. Or at least onto the switch here. And yep, it is now gone. There are plenty of trainers in here. That boulder over there, as you see, is a one-way. If you push it up, we're still stuck. There are quite a few trainers in here. I think it's to the left, maybe. But we'll go up here, though, and of course we are left with an option. Nothing here. Now, obviously we can come back, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's go for the left option first. Rare candy. We're about to have to use those. Alright, let's see what Victory Road has in store for us. I wonder if you're good enough for me. I think she might have either 1, 2, or 5 Pokemon. She has 2. I'm thinking of other games that she has like 5 Pokemon. And I don't think I'm just thinking of Radical Red. Alright, it's Persian. Hey, it's like a little rematch. Persian versus Tauros. Are you gonna be stupid though? You are gonna be stupid. We are pretty much on par now with the current part of the game. but it will be another bit of a level jump. And Ninetales, I do remember you, and I actually remember the next trainer we're gonna fight as well. It's a pretty iconic trainer because the team is just outrageous. You know they had to use a game like cable if you know what I mean. But there we go. Our newest member, Tauros. Not really newest anymore, but the one we've had the least amount of time with. The good thing about the grinding, by the way, is it gives us a bunch of those special effort values. Which you can get up to, what, 65,536 or something like that? Yeah, this guy up here, Mr. Cool Trainer. His team is fun. I kind of want to use Tauros. It's kind of good. It's kind of neutral against everybody. I can see you're good. Let me see exactly how good. He's got 4 Pokemon. And does he start out with the grass one? He does. This should give you a bit of a hint about what his team is. Next up is Wartortle. And then Charmeleon. Do we just one-shot everybody? Wow. And that's what I like about Tauros, the high crit chance and the high attack stat. But you would think after using the Ivysaur, Wartortle, and Charmeleon, maybe our Pikachu or Raichu. But no, they kind of unbalanced the whole concept again by giving him, of course, Charizard. Game Freak's love child, pretty much. And it has Ember. Yeah, you're not level 46, are you? Still a big hit, though. And unfortunately, you're now down to just 15 power points. We didn't really grab any ethers, but you are level 46 now. That's good. I had a chance. Yes, but your chance failed you. Now, you go through here and go right back, and we can go get that other item. TM43. I knew it was a TM, and Fire on the screen, I think it said Dragon Claw, but I don't know what that is, actually. I have no guess. Sky Attack. This is a 140 base power flying type move with a high chance to crit. But it's just like Fly though. It takes 2 turns to use. So if you have a Pokemon that can use it, it wouldn't be bad. Aerodactyl can learn it, and we just went over Aerodactyl at the start of this episode. So Sky Attack and Agility and Wing Attack or Fly. I mean, having 2 turn flying moves would be extraordinarily redundant, but still, it's not bad though. It's good in certain circumstances. Repels are not going to fully work. There are level 47 Pokemon in here. Great. Be careful though, these Gravelers could explode. Alright. We're back out here. We see another switch, another rock, and not much we can really do. A rock over there that we can't get to. If you go up higher, you'll see that. So, we need to go ahead and use our strength. Leo King can now move forward. Moving on down here. It is so slow. It's such a slow process. But with that out of the way, we'll get to that in a little bit. Mr. Karate Man over here. Victory Road is the final test for trainers. Yeah, I just said that, guy. I think you have like 2 Machokes. 3 Machokes. Excuse me, Machoke and Machop. Final part of the game, and we still got Machops. You could have Machamps, but nope, you got Machops. And there we go, fighting types galore, and a Psychic type still destroys them. Ayah! It's like that funny, that kind of funny song from Miguel trying to get Sam back in Cobra Kai. And this little karate chop with the octopus. Hiya! TM05 though. Again, by the way, this is a dungeon. I would empty out your bag. This is Mega Kick. This is a 120 base power normal move with 70 accuracy. It's not the best in the world, especially since you poo. You got moves like a Hyper Beam, you got Body Slam. Fun fact though, when I was younger, I taught my Pikachu Mega Kick. I remember using it in Pokemon Stadium 2 and 1, I guess. Alright, there's a guy up here. I think we're going to take him on now. We can find him later, but kind of like that did Valentine now. I do know he is a juggler. You know what? Let's use Stormy. Ah, so you wish to challenge the Elite Four? Yeah. That's not you though, so I don't know why we're battling, but okay. Juggler. Will you switch out your Pokemon randomly? Just a question. Give me a bunch of free turns. Let's use Surf. Since we know the switch will happen at the end of the turn, to Stormy out speeds. It's Meditate. That's a pretty good move. It raises your physical attack. Hypno is always considered to be good in hand-to-hand combat despite being a Psychic type. And it's Hypno. Can we freeze you and make you switch? There we go. Well, they're still going to switch. And it's going to take a Dabra. Alright, we'll use Surf on you. I get the concept of juggling your Pokemon. Guys, there's another way of saying switching. You're going to switch again. Back out to Hypno. I don't even know what the percentage of that is. It might be 50% for the Juggler class. And we get a crit. And then his is Psychic. This is resisted. This is why I knew I wanted to use a Psychic type on the team. But I didn't want to just use a pure Psychic type. Since they normally only handle their offense with Psychic type attacks. I wanted somebody with extra coverage. Like Stormy or Slowbro. By the way, I did do a little bit of off-screen training in the Seafoam Islands. You can get stuff like Krabby there, Slowpoke is there, I think I mentioned Golbat is there. So, if you want yourself an Amnesia Pokemon, Slowpoke is there. It's probably one of the best in the game for it. I think you're out of Pokemon besides this one, so you can't restrict them. And we get the freeze. There we go. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I wanted to utilize a Psychic type. I wanted to utilize an Ice type attack on the team at some point. Whether it's, well, your only good options are, I guess in Pokemon Yellow, Ice Beam and Blizzard. Since there's no Jinx, that means Ice Punch is locked to Hitmonchan. And we're not going to use a Hitmonchan. Alright, what do you have? Now you, on the other hand, I don't remember much about. And I'm prepared for this to be a long episode, by the way. I want to take down Victory Road in one swift episode. Another Persian. There's 2 Persians in here. Here's a Golduck. Yeah, the pure water type. That should have also been water psychic. But again, like I said, I kind of get why it's not. We already have 2 water psychic types. But of course, it doesn't stop them from all the grass, poison, rock and ground, and normal flying types. But like I have said before though, it's one of the few Amnesia Pokemon. And it's got, you know, it's a middling type of Pokemon. It needs an evolution too, if I'm being completely honest. You know, I have water moves, ice moves, psychic moves, and Amnesia. So, for the heal. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm sure Psyduck's in this game. There was just some Pokemon that are not in this game, like I told you guys before. I'm sure Psyduck is there at some point. I'll go behind you, get TM17. I feel like this is like a not very good TM. Oh, it's Submission. Duh. This is where we can get Submission for free if you want to wait until Victory Road. What about you? What's my levels looking like? We'll try Victory Bell again. I think this person has like some good Pokemon like Cloyster and Executor. Oh, he's got 1. It might be Cloyster though. Absolutely wrong. It's Mr. Mime. I haven't seen you in a while. You're not the only Mr. Mime in the game, are you? Besides the one you get from a trade? I don't know. Can we sleep powder you? Double, slap it around. Psychic type using physical attacks. Hit twice. Hit 3 times. There you go. Alright, now we can pummel you with acid. It woke right up. I tell you, my sleep luck has not been the best. And again, there's a lot of fun little Gen 1 crooks that I really wanted to use. One I didn't get to use actually because of that double level up early on was rap strategies. And the binding effects of it. Fun fact, you can actually use wrap and bind on ghost type Pokemon. It does no damage, but it stops them from attacking. So I guess the idea would be give it a status, but you can't even poison them. You'd have to get a burn off of like an ember or a flamethrower. And at that point, just keep using the flamethrower or the ember. Very interesting. I mean, in this game, Wrap and Bind and Fire Spin and Clamp, they don't trap you in. You can switch. It disrupts the attack and they lose their turn as a result. This is probably the guy I'm thinking of that has the Cloister and Executor. I am right, Executor. Look at that. Alright, Executor goes down. What is next? A level up is good. And Cloister, look at that. I actually did remember it. We'd like to get some health back though, if I'm being honest. I tell you what though, the power difference between some of these moves though, and the viability of them in terms of distribution is really just kind of crazy. You know, we have Razor Leaf, which is not a whole lot of grass stuff done in this game. And then below that, it's Mega Drain. And above your Mega Drain and your Razor Leaf, it goes like Petal Dance and Solar Beam. And again, Petal Dance is not learned from very many Pokemon. It's Solar Beam that you're going to be looking at. Let's go with Stormy. Arcanine goes down. If I haven't said it before, Arcanine is actually classified as a legendary Pokemon. Even in the first, not first episode, but even the, what is it? I'm trying to think, is it the second episode? It's not the second episode. I think it's the second episode. Yeah, it'd be the second episode of the anime when they have that picture of there with the legendary birds and Arcanine. Max Revive. Yeah, very interesting. So, looking at the time, I think I am going to put this into 2 episodes. I hate that, but kind of have to. Not really saying I have to, but this could turn out to be like an hour-long episode. I don't know, should I? Came 47. Is that explosion? It is explosion. And we actually don't have anyone to make use of the explosion mechanics. Too bad, but it is a strong move if you want to nuke somebody. So before we do anything with the boulder, we do want to come over here. This is where the second room is at. We have another trainer though. I will just take you out real quick. He had another Charmeleon. So, yeah. And also, he has another Pokemon? He had a Charmeleon, which is like the 3rd now in the evolutionary line to show up. 2 Charmeleons and a Charizard. But, we did have Victory Bell hit level 47, by the way. So now, we're going to go ahead and heal up our team real quick. Alright, we all are healed by a free Ultra Ball. That's about to come in handy because the Guard Spec don't care. Make sure you save your game because uno dos tres, guess who is next? Doesn't really rhyme, but we're going to try and lead off without Ice Beam music. Maybe we get a Lucky Freeze and let's talk to it. Gaio! Right here in Victory Road, the 3rd of the legendary birds, the legendary bird of fire, Moltres. Which actually makes a lot of sense if you guys know the Moltres lore in the anime. They say the sacred flame of the Pokemon League is a Moltres flame. And we're quickly seeing right now, that is actually pretty good damage. I don't want to take another chance with it though. I thought I would do a little less. I guess we'll try and go for our victory bell. It does have fire spin, unfortunately. So we're not going to be able to move. But this is not doing a whole bunch of damage. I like to hit you with sleep powder. You know what? Let's use acid first. That's a peck. So this is probably the weakest one out of the three. Starting off. It does know fire spin and it knows peck. Okay, acid. One more acid. There's a fire spin. Can't move. Let me go free, please. Acid, and hit me with peck. So we kind of have to hope for a miss those fire spins, but alright. We'll use another Pokemon. I guess we'll use Pikachu. Quick attack shouldn't OHKO it, right? Well, not OHKO it, but get it down a little bit more. Okay, there's the miss. I would like to get off my Thunder Wave now. You miss again. One more quick attack, please. There we go, fully paralyzed. Alright. Now, we're not going to sit here and just watch a bunch of Ultra Balls break. Exactly. There we go, okay. Better than Articuno went. We caught Moltres. That is the third legendary bird. Moltres, the flame Pokemon, a legendary bird Pokemon. As it flaps its flaming wings, even the night sky will turn red. Look at that. We have now successfully caught all three legendary birds. And you know what? Let's just press on. Let's do a long episode. I'll deal with the upload times when it comes down to it. We do want to come back to this. I hate that higher level thing. Alright, this is the bowl that we have to take. You guys basically saw where the button is, so we're just going to go ahead and flip over to that. There's that. So now, we want to do the Moltres first, of course. We're going to head back to where we need to go real quick, because these Pokemon won't leave me alone. Repel just means nothing nowadays, do they? Trainers live to seek stronger opponents. I know a Pokemon this person has, and that's kind of why I wanted to use my Nidoking. Because it has one of our strongest physical moves. Parasect though, 43. Not a first time seeing one of these. It probably does have Spore. If you have a flying type or a fire type, now would be the time to go ahead and use that. But we can now show off Nidoking's lizard attack though. Look at that. And Dugong. We can show off our Thunderbolt as well. We got coverage for days. Which probably won't kill though. Yeah, exactly. Dugong's got pretty good HP, you have to admit. That did a lot of damage for just an Aurora Beam. And you're just a Dugong. This is about half. And there it is, Chansey. The Pokemon with the highest HP in the game at like base 250. It's absolutely insane. So we're going Earthquake. Because Chansey has base, 5 defense. So it can tear through HP like crazy if you use a physical move. And hey, it does got good experience as well. Alright. We'll go ahead and head on down here. Down here is where that switch would be. And we got 2 people down here. I believe one of them uses water types, the other one uses grass types. I don't remember which one is which though. I'm going to heal up my Nidoking. And I want to say she uses the water types. Actually, I'm going to switch that. I think she uses grass types. Locking in. She has grass types. I feel like I always fight them girl first, boy first, and it's always grass and then water. Haha! I win! Easy as 1. Almost 2. Oh, she switched. She has the whole, look at that. It's like our Pokemon line flashing before our eyes. We had a Bell Spur, evolving Weeping Bell, and then Victory Bell. But your Weeping Bell is now weak, and your Victory Bell is just about as weak as well. But you have Razor Leaf, so you were smart. You didn't evolve too early. We'll go ahead and use Strength. We can use Strength. It's probably the second best HM there is besides Surf. And Weeping Bell. Look at that. The whole, I think in Fire and Leaf Green she has like 5 Pokemon. And also, if you didn't see, Neo King hit level 46 as well. Now you. We're gonna let Pikachu take care of you. Only the chosen can pass here. So only lanterns? If you get the reference, then you know. And it's Kingler. Kingler's Crushing Crab Hammer Attack. Still wish we saw Ash use Kingler more. It could have been his Johto water type. Especially because he brought it back for the World Cup. Ash and Totodile just weren't good. But that's like a whole nother topic though for a whole nother time. Honestly, Misty sure caught Totodile. I mean, hell, we're going to talk about it now. Ash should not have had Totodile. I think it should have been Misty from the start. I think he would have done better to keep Heracross on the team longer and add Kingler back to his team during the World Cup. I think it would have been a powerhouse. Totodile did nothing in gym battles. It did not compete in the first gym. It did not compete in the second gym. It competed in the third gym and lost fast. It competed in the rematch at the third gym and was just used to dig ditches for the strategy to work for Pikachu to finish the job. It did not compete in the fourth gym. It did not compete in the fifth gym. It did technically start to compete in the sixth gym, but it was a fake gym battle. And it also lost to like a hacked Onyx. If you know, you know. So again, it did nothing in that battle. We're going to push this down here just because we don't really have to, but why not? It didn't compete in the 7th gym battle. And we do have to, I'm so stupid, we do have to push it down there. Ignore me, I'm talking about the anime. We do have to push the boulder down there. But though, he didn't use Totodile in the 7th gym, which it wouldn't have been a bad choice against Carlos one. And he didn't use it against the 8th gym leader either. We got to see Totodile compete in the World Cup, and it got a good win against a Kingdra, believe it or not. And then in the league, I'm trying to think, he got what? He battled against Harrison and lost. He didn't get any win in there. And then we got pushed on the button, you guys know the deal. And then he used Totodile against Macy, and it didn't get a win. Totodile did hardly anything in Johto. Get this one last full restore, and we made it out of Victory Road. We'll go on up here. This is probably, I forgot what it's called. No, it's called the Mandela Effect. I always feel like there's an item over here. I'm sure there is. We don't have the item finder. I'm not catching all those daggone Pokemon. But I need to just double check this. Is there an item over here? Because I feel like there is, but I always feel like I miss it somehow. I do not see an item. Alright, let's go on inside. Changes the colors and everything. Welcome to the Indigo Plateau. Yo, champion making. At Pokemon League, you have to face the Elite Four in succession. If you lose, you have to start all over again. This is it. Go for it. Yeah. I will do the prep off screen and show you exactly what we do. But that's going to be it for today. Next time on Pokemon Yellow, we begin the biggest challenge of our journey, the Pokemon League Challenge. See you guys then.